Terrible habit. All right, cut. Good afternoon, a rainy day here at Colston River Retreat. Today we're going to do a special project. I don't know why I do that. I rub my face when I'm trying to talk to the camera. Somebody should remind me not to do that. It's a terrible habit. All right, cut. So we're going to do a special project today, what I'm calling a one-day build. So it's going to be one day, one dude, one project, one camera. And if I don't get it done in one day, then that blows the whole thing up. So we're going to give it a good try. Today we're going to build a workbench, utility table, something like that. Don't know the exact dimensions yet. We're going to take a look at the wood that we have and then make a decision from there. Now, the whole purpose of me walking over there was to grab a towel to clean this seat off because it's soaking wet. And I walked all the way back without the dang towel that I had in my hand. I don't know what's going on here. So what we're going to do is I have this red oak that I milled a while back, mostly when I was just learning how to use a mill and practicing kind of cutting some wood and seeing how it dried. That's some of the red oak that initially I milled, and we were just checking how it was drying. Well, it's dried pretty well, and I decided I would use that to make a table and workbench, whatever you want to call it. I've got a couple of things that I need to do that I don't want to do inside of my green shed or tool shed or whatever you want to say. But as you can see, there's all chainsaw stuff sitting on the ground. Hand tools, electrical tools, whatever. It's a mess. So eventually, this half closest to us of that tool shed, or a sawmill shed, will be a 16 by 20, probably, work area. And then we'll move some of this stuff over there. Not everything, obviously, because then it'll be bogged up and unable to use, but we'll make both spaces more usable. So here's the towel. Alright, so this video will be kind of limited editing. Probably try not to do any time lapse, more just focus on the work that we're doing. Don't really have a great level area to work on right now, so that will make it slightly challenging. But we're going to try to work through what rain remains today, and hopefully it won't be too much. But first thing we got to do is get some forks on the tractor so we can pick up the lumber that we need, that red oak that's been dried, hopefully reasonably straight. And then we'll measure it out and talk through the dimensions and hopefully figure out something that will work to utilize the most that we can out of that wood. So let's get started. I'll be honest with you, that never happens. First off, it never goes on that easily. Second off, if I try to put that on camera, guaranteed it ain't gonna work out that smoothly. But all right, so this is our pile of wood over here. It's been dried. Probably make two piles, a useful pile and a unuseful pile. Put this in the unuseful pile for right now. Those look to be about 8 or 9 inches wide. I mean, that's almost probably an inch and a half thick. Not super straight, but let's go for it. Some of this board is good, some of it's less useful. Let's take it. We're not rating the super good pile for these. All right, so I think I was a little bit mistaken on the width there. So we're about 7 inches, 7 1/4 on those. So I think we'll do 4. That'll give us close to 30 inches. And the length on these is about 8 foot, so we'll probably make it about 7 foot long, give us a little bit of ability to trim it off. So 7 foot by about 30 inches. Sounds like a good sized table workbench. Finished height somewhere between 34 or 36 inches. So I think what we ought to do first is build the box that's going to hold it, and then we can go from there. So the box I want inside of that by about 2 inches on each side. So that's 30 minus 4 is 26. And then each end, so plus the width. So I need 2 of them 26, and then a couple other ones. So let's grab some wood, put it on the bench, on the sawhorses. We don't have a bench yet. so we said we need 26 inches. And we need 2 of those. That's 52. Wet wood doesn't mark good with pencil. Bet we can make a leg out of that. Let's go cut that while we're here. Let's do 34. Terrible. Alright. Got 2 in. I don't know if you can hear, but it's raining again. I don't know if I've ever told you guys or not, but I really, really hate the rain. Alright, so we need 7 feet minus 4 inches for overhang, minus 3 inches for board. It puts us at 77. In a muddy mess. So now we need to attach the ends to this. I think I might do it hanging vertically. Whoops, let's try that. Got some more rain. We're kind of shielded a little, but not entirely. Wow, sounds like more than a little. One day build with rain might not have been a smart idea. So what I'm going to do is I have to do some cross pieces on the inside that are going to go flat that are going to screw up into the table deck. So I'm going to go and put those pieces in next. That way I can hold the top piece in place and not have to balance it or hold it. So those are going to be 23 inches, I think. Yeah, 23 should work pretty good. So I've got to cut 3 of them. 23. Let's see how long this rain's going to last. Well, the rain's not quite gone. It made a muddy mess even worse, but I think it's slowed down enough we can get working. All right, 3 of them 23. So these are 3-inch with a T25 bit on it, outdoor screws. Well, it'll work. I think a tree fell down. Okay, so what we got here is the base of the top. So the bores are going to go on the top of this. So now we need to put legs in each corner. Then we can flip it over. Actually, we'll put the boards down on the bench top here, and then we'll screw them down from this side. Maybe we ought to do that first, and put the legs on, then we can flip it over. Okay, here we go. Anybody want to come over here? And, I said one dude build, didn't I? Dang it. What you got to do by myself. Oh. I plan on moving this with the forks, by the way. I knew it'd be too heavy to pick up and move by myself. I'm trying to pick out the straightest boards, and this was, I think, in my still wavy cut era. I'm trying to pick the ones that are dry the straightest with the least wavy to put together. That looks like a table, doesn't it? Pretty close. Whoops. Looking good. Alright, that's 2. That's pretty close to 2. 3 3/4, and I think this will 3 3/4. So I think we're good. Alright, let's screw it up and screw it up. Okie dokie, so got all the screws in the top. So now I need some 34-inch legs, which now that I'm noticing in that 3 inches, 37 inches, it'll be 37-ish inches to the top. I don't know, it's fine. Worst looking leg, but that's alright. I don't need it to look good. Functional. Whoa! I'd have made it for a good video. Sorry to disappoint. Okay, so this dimension from the tabletop to here probably matters. I'm putting a board across it, so probably ought to measure that. Let's do 24. Whoops. Well, it may have been one day, one build, one camera, but it wasn't one battery. Although it did pretty good. Made it most of the way. So I think I'm going to go ahead and lower this down. See if it can survive the goings down. I really don't see any way in which this doesn't fail miserably. But, gotta get it on the ground and turned over, so. Okay. Here we go. No. Okay. change your angle a little bit. Oh gosh. Oh. I still think I'm in the same predicament. I still got to roll it over. But it is on the ground. Guess we ought to change your camera angle again. Look at that. Still all together. Well, I tripped the breaker. I drew too much power. Okay. And the board across the bottom. At least 80 inches, so. I can barely move one of these. Ain't no way I could move a whole table full of them. All right, at least 80, so we'll make it 81. A little bit of overhang. Can't see my pencil mark. Well, folks, there you go. There's a one-day build of a workbench, utility table. What do you think? Should we go try to set it up somewhere and see if it sits flat-ish? Let's give it a try. What do you think, wife?
What is it?
What's it look like?
A table?
It's a major award. I think it's from Fragile.
What is that?
It's just a workbench, work table, utility bench, utility table, workbench. Call it whatever you want.
For where?
Probably for mostly outside. But I need somewhere I can work. Like there's a thing I gotta do some welding on, and I need somewhere to be able to work. I don't have anywhere to really work. So it weighs
A crap ton.
exorbitant amount.
Why are you being weird?
How much were you? I'm always weird.
No.
Oh, yucky I am. I'm not wired in a hat.
Am I allowed to paint on this?
No, it's my workbench. I'll set you up a makeshift table to paint on. But this is my workbench.
Got a lot of those.
No, they're all being used. So this is what I cut a long time ago. It's just been drying. It really wasn't doing another job.
Oh.
Hi, Bear. You want to come see my table? Love you. Come here, Bear. Kitty, 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 kitty. Come here. Come here, Bear.
I read my book till 2 o'clock in the morning yesterday. Dude, there's trees falling. A tree fell over there.
I heard it. Come here, Bear.
So.
You're going to lay down in the thing. I want to show you my table, Bear. Alright, Bear doesn't want to see the table. Alright, there we go. We'll clean it up. Heck, I might even sand it one day. There we go. One day, one build, one camera, 2 batteries, 1 cat. 1 wife leaving for church. Did you want to come up here, Bear? Come here. Come here. Come and see it. Come here. No. There's your Pooh Bear. He finally decided to get up on the table. Check it out. He's my best buddy. Oh, you a good boy? You're shedding a little bit. I'm on a very new table. Say hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTube. What do you think? Cat will make the video get more views or less views? What do you think? Actually, cat videos were probably one of the first YouTube sensations, if I had to guess. Would you agree, Mr. Bear? Alright, I probably ought to finish. Put it where it needs to be. I gotta go back to work. Alright, up down.